y'all, welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for watching our first intro video.
It took us forever to actually sit down and do this, but yeah, glad we're doing it now.
Yep. So I'm Danny. I'm 29 years old for 2 more days because my birthday, my dirty 30 is coming up. 2 more days on the 25th, so I'll be 30.
And I am D, and I am also 29. Still got a few more months to be 29. Not turning 30 until August. I'm a Leo, so that's why I'm a lion.
Yeah.
We are a fire sign couple if you into astrology and stuff.
Yeah, Aries gang over here. So.
Leo gang.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna talk about
how we met.
Yeah, I feel like we told people this story and we like wrote it down and stuff like that, but I don't feel like we actually talked about it.
No. Not really. In bits and pieces.
Right.
Like, of course, you know, here and there, but yeah, so
you want to start off?
Sure. So to give just like backstory. So we both went to the same university. We went to the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, U of I. So I. So we went to college together, but we did not, like, when I say we've never said one word to each other, not one. And it's not like we didn't know each other, because we knew each other, but at that time we were both in you know, our own separate relationships at that time, so we weren't thinking about each other.
Or was
okay. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we were in relationships at the time throughout college, so we didn't, you know, we never said one word to each other. Yeah. Had mutual friends, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, we just never had a conversation.
Yeah.
So
I think it.
Yeah.
So going to the same school and everything. Like Danny said, we didn't really actually interact, but we followed each other on social media. So yeah. It was probably, I think we followed each other on Twitter and probably Instagram.
Instagram probably.
Yeah. I think those the biggest, the most popular ones or whatever. But yeah, so we followed each other on there, and so after we graduated, I ended up coming back home. We both ended up going back to Chicago. And I was still in a relationship at that time, but it was more of long distance. My ex at the time was still at U of I, and I was at home. But yeah, so that was that or whatever, and I had told myself okay, I've moved back. I want to get out there, meet new people, blah blah blah, you know, which was real. I did want to actually do that. So I ended up reaching out to Danny. I actually slid in her DMs
on Twitter,
but it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't. We'll actually I'll try to insert the picture of the text.
Of the DM?
Yeah, the DM.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so just on some, we like the same stuff.
But what made you slide in my DMs, though? Out of all the people who we went to school with, that you knew, what made you slide in my DM to be at that time? Because it's not I can't say I was active, you know, on social media at that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't, yeah, what prompted you to do that?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess I was feeling a little spicy, a little bold that day.
But you was sliding in my DMs to be friends, though.
Yeah, I was.
You see how it unfolds. Come on, keep talking.
I actually did slide in the DMs just to be friends.
No, I believe it, though. It was very
awesome.
Friendly.
Right, because in reality, I did see that we was liking the same stuff. I always see her name on the timeline and vice versa and stuff like that. So I was well, I might as well start somewhere. And I'm I feel like we got some stuff in common. I don't even know what I said at first, because actually when I slid in the DMs and I sent the message, I immediately probably deleted it. I was like, she's not gonna reply. I'm such a weirdo, which I'm not. That's not weird at all. Do your thing. But yeah.
You just were anxious.
Yeah, I was anxious.
Yeah.
So after that.
Yeah, so it's crazy because I remember receiving that message like it was yesterday. At the time, I was in my master's program, and I was in my internship, and I was at when I say I remember this very moment, I remember this very moment. I was at the computer doing some paperwork, like some documentation, and I got a message, like a notification, and I'm like, read the Twitter name. I'm like, what? Like, what is this? And it was like, the message was like, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, random. So then I went in the message. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, so what that mean?
I mean, I wasn't thinking that was friendly. Like, my thought wasn't that it was friendly, but hey. So it was, yeah, you slid in my DM. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know why. It wasn't like I ever like had, like I ever was like, oh man, like I was just checking you out like ever. Mm-hmm. So
okay,
no, I'm saying like I never, like some people you be like, like a little crush on somebody or whatever. Yeah. Like I'm saying like in college, like that wasn't a thought. Mm-hmm. But so when when I got the message and I'm like, start fluttering, I'm like, what?
Okay, I didn't know all that because what we didn't say was that. So we were both in relationships, like past relationships, while we were in school, mm-hmm. and Danny hated me, y'all. Like she hated me. She hated me. She had all her friends hated me, everything.
I had a legitimate reason.
And what was that?
We talking about this? Okay.
Exactly. That was not a legitimate reason. Not a legitimate reason.
I think it was a legit. I'm speechless, obviously. Okay, so all right, it was legit to me. So I was in a relationship with somebody at the time who who was lying to me. So I didn't know that. Of course, like duh, I was being lied to. I didn't know that. But what was being told to me was that that D was pretty much this entirely different person than what she is not. It was the picture was painted that she was just like a negative person and that she was trying to get with my girlfriend at the time.
Mind you, I'm in a full-blown relationship at this time.
Yeah. And what I found out was that the person who I was dating was actually trying to get with her. So it was a distraction for me. But obviously I did not know that. So it was what?
She used to shoot me dirty looks.
I mean, yeah. So. I can tell on myself, okay?
I'm just saying, you gonna tell the truth.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I used to be like, who was this girl like doing all this stuff trying to be a homewrecker? That's what I thought. So of course I used to, talk shit to my friends about her, and we ain't like her because of that reason. I know it probably wasn't the best reason, but I mean, looking back on it, I understand. But I was young and dumb, and I wasn't playing. Like, what?
But you love me now, though, right?
I do.
That's all that matters.
I do. So that's all that. So yeah, so that's why it was also crazy to me that she messaged me because. Like, like she was saying, like, even though we would like each other's posts and pictures, which was like, we had so much in common, it was kind of crazy. Like, the things that we would relate to on the, what each other would say. But, damn, I just lost my train of thought.
But, I mean, so that's how we met.
I literally lost my train of thought. Keep talking. I'm fine. I'm figured out. I'll jump in. I'll tag myself in when I'm ready.
Okay. Well, yeah. So after I sent that message, I definitely got anxious. I deleted it, so I don't have the first message. But what ended up happening was that we ended up like talking for a little bit.
Oh, I got it.
All right. Go
ahead. I'm back in. I was saying this is why it was. I was just so shocked that you messaged me because of our past or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, you sent the message, then I, like, replied back, and then we were just talking back and forth. Just introducing ourselves like we didn't know who each other were. like, oh, I'm Danny, I'm Dee, like, what? But, yeah, we were introducing ourselves and stuff like that, and just, you know, like, seeing what we were on, because that was a year after we graduated. Yeah, that was a year after we graduated college. So, you know, we were both in, like, well, I was in my master program, like I said, and babe, she was in her career at that time, like, working and stuff. So, just catching up. And, yeah, so then we went out. Yeah, we ended up going out for a friendly date, lunch date, to get some tacos.
It was our first meeting. I don't know what you're talking about, dating. Okay, I was a say no. Okay, it was the first little date. It was the first little It was the first time we was actually like talking in person with each other.
That was the first time I ever. Yeah, that was the first time we said anything to each other.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was kind of wild. Like, what, in person?
Yeah. So we ended up going somewhere up north in Chicago, which I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you.
I couldn't either. I really wish I remembered, because I want to go back. All I remember is that they were BYOB, and that's why I chose that place, because I'm like, you know, I don't know, I was a little anxious to go. I was real anxious. So I'm like, I'm gonna need a little something to take the edge off, so, yeah.
I was definitely anxious, too, because I think I had got there first, and then I was
probably,
like,
that's something you would do.
And I was sitting outside, I was just sitting in the car, and then I had seen you. I seen you get out the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm really here. I'm really finna do this. Like, mind you, though, it was just literally just meeting, though. It was not even nothing at that time. It was not romantic, nothing at that time. It was just like out of the ordinary. It's not nothing that I ever did. She's the only person I ever sent a DM to. Ever.
You're
like
probably
that.
the only person I replied to.
Well, that's good. Yep, so.
And yeah, so, I mean, and now we're here. Of course, so much in between there. We didn't automatically start dating after that. Like, after the lunch, we just, you know, we kept it cordial, friends and stuff. And then, I mean, it wasn't like a long time. So, the DM was July 6th, 2015. Yep, July 6th, 2015. And then we ended up dating for months, and then we ended up getting into a relationship in November of 2015. So we dated for a few months until we made it official. So, and here we are now. We got engaged in 2018 and married twice.
Yeah, but we can definitely get more videos, because we got a lot of stories.
A lot of stories.
We've been together since 2015.
Yeah. So, we should have said that.
We did.
We did?
You did kind of say we've been together since 2015.
Okay.
So, yeah. And it's 2022, so we definitely got stories for days.
Yeah. So, we hope that you all will come along for this journey. You know.
Like, subscribe, you know, comment. Tell us if you Team Leo, Team Aries, or whatever team you are. You know? But yeah, we'll be recording more videos. We'll be, you know, just out here.
So, thank you. Bye.
Bye.